You, my friend, you just released something huge. You just decided to walk away, to let it go, to not be in the mind prison anymore, is what I just heard. So it does feel like this kept you in your mind and cycling in your mind for a long period of time now. And I think you just got sick of yourself, is what I just heard. Like you got sick of yourself and you just decided, we're done. We're not doing it anymore. Like, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to feel this way anymore, is what's coming through. And so you've done a 180, is what I just heard. So there's been a huge shift. And I'm hearing like focusing. So I'm not sure if that you are focusing on other things instead, or anytime it's coming up, you're refocusing, but you're shifting. Your energy is shifting. You're just not spending time on that thing anymore. Like I'm seeing somebody who is just like the situation or issue may still be happening over here, but you are just not, you're not a part of it no more. You don't want anything to do with that anymore. You've decided to turn around, walk away. We're done. Can you tell me more about the spirit? Ooh, we got the sun. Oh, you chose your happiness. It seems like something was also illuminated when it came to the situation. So there was either like this realization or this aha moment that you had where you finally saw things from a different perspective than what you were seeing them from. So you saw things differently. And because of that, I feel like that's part of why you've been able to like shift this energy, is because of this like breakthrough or aha moment. I'm hearing like breakthrough kind of energy that happened. May this have been just like a realization that came. Maybe you went to sleep and you woke up with a realization. You spoke to somebody or realized something, but there's some type of realization that came up for you. And this realization is actually pushing you forward. So it's kind of kicking in some very deep like determination energy, is what I'm hearing, and this energy to keep going, and this energy to kind of like full force keep your moving. And we got 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like this had to do with some type of relationship of some sort, and realizing like who deserves to sit at your table and who doesn't, and not letting the people who don't not only not sit at your table but take up space in your mind. So it feels like even though you may have decided that these people didn't deserve a seat at your table, didn't deserve your energy, in the physical, you were still energetically engaging in some ways, or energetically feeding this in some ways. And that's kind of where you've like cut it off. I'm seeing like a hose kink. So you've energetically decided to move away from this thing. And I feels like the realization that you had was a big part of what brought you to this. And she's so happy in this card, jumping for glee. So there's definitely some type of like release, or like a sigh, like an yes, finally, like I can rest, I can breathe kind of moment that happened for you with this realization and this understanding that you've had. What else can you tell me about this, Spirit? You've been working really hard on this. So the 8 of Pentacles came out, overtops the Sun. So it does feel like this is something that you have been working towards shifting, working towards understanding differently. Like you've put a lot of work in to kind of get to this point. And it's bringing your spark back. It's bringing back your excitement. It's bringing back your like ability to keep going, and like this trust and belief in yourself, like this determination, this perseverance, this strength. Like it's kind of like it brought up this really deep strength within you. It does feel like there was some of maybe your shadow that needed to be integrated in this, and that was part of what you did, was integrating part of your shadow, to be able to see yourself in a different light, to be able to see yourself differently. And that's actually really moving you forward because we have the wheel at the bottom of the deck. So this is moving you forward into exciting new beginnings is what I just heard. This is moving you forward and putting this wheel in your favor. And this is actually the wheel turning for you because you're seeing yourself correctly. You're seeing yourself the right way. And so this wheel is turning for you, happening for you. I'm hearing expect the unexpected. So can you tell me a little bit about this, Spirit? It does feel like you've been in like a healing energy for a while. And like this, like needing to persevere and kind of being protective of your energy. You're kind of coming out of that, it feels like, with this wheel that's coming in and becoming the master of your mind. And by becoming the master of your mind and seeing yourself clearly, you're bringing a lot of excitement and passion into your life again. And just like this free energy. And it's kind of bringing you to a crossroads where you are going to have a couple of different choices to make. What are these choices, Spirit? Discernment is going to be important when it comes to these choices. So, you know, really making sure that you're listening to yourself and paying attention to what you actually want and you need. This is something that's brought you a lot of sadness and like kept you up overnight. It does feel like there is, it's interesting. There's a really slow moving energy here that feels like you've known for a really long time that there was like some type of deeper soul tie is what I heard. And you've known that this was going to come back around in a full circle. Like deep down, you've just known. It just hasn't done that yet. It does feel like this person's been in some deep reflection and understanding about what they truly want and what they want their life to look like. And the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Swords are here. So it does feel like, you know, this is going to bring on fulfillment. This is going to bring in real happiness. Whatever you choose, honestly. I think it's about really like figuring out what's best for you and what you truly want for yourself. I think that the length of time that this has taken is kind of what brought up a lot of anxiety for you and like doubt about what you actually believe this to be. So like a lack in trusting yourself in some ways. Justice is at the bottom of the deck. It does feel like there's some like karmic justice coming back around this thing. May that be a contract, may that be a return to apologize, may that be you know, clarity of some sort. It does feel like there's going to be some type of clarity or illumination coming with this. And it does feel like it's coming pretty quickly towards you. And so I think the message is just use your discernment. Make sure that you're doing what's best for you. You've been on this Cups energy. You've been on this Cups journey, and so you know who deserves to sit at your table and who doesn't. So make sure that you're using that when you decide to step forward and do this thing. So, and make this choice, really. But I love you so much, and you got this. Keep going.